This is an Iwegbu production.
Period.
What is good, family? Can y'all hear me? Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me in the chat. Somebody, please.
Yep, you're good. Hi, everyone. We got a different setup.
Y'all like, what in the heck?
A different view. We're gonna be getting into that tonight. Yes. A little bit of what's going on, but first we want to welcome everybody in. What's popping? What's up? This is Thursday. Thursdays belong to the Iwegbus,
Sure
per usual. We're super excited. I think I get excited every time because I feel like this is family who we're vibing with.
Yeah.
I start getting like messages of people like quoting what we're saying and like just different little taglines that they're grabbing a hold of. So y'all, first of all, if you come in this room, when you come in this room, make sure you are typing the city of where you're watching from. Type number 1 if you are doing great. Number 2 if you're doing all right. And number 3 if you're not doing so well. Tonight is a different kind of night.
Sure is.
We gonna vibe out with y'all, babe.
Yeah.
I guess we should
Let's
tell
do
them who we are.
Well, first off, yeah. So
my name is Tekeishia.
And my name is Namdi.
And you are Pillow Talking with the Iwegbus, episode 43.
43.
A different vibe.
Yeah, hey, you don't got no bombs, no claps, nothing like that. You want to tell them about that?
Yeah.
Man, so what had happened was, yeah, our daughters, our lovely, amazing daughters.
Beautiful daughters.
Beautiful daughters, by the way, y'all. Well, our daughters, I obviously been in the front room, and our daughters dropped our Rodecaster and broke it. The Rodecaster is the audio interface that we use to do all of our sounds. So that's why we typically sound amazing because we have this Rodecaster. So today we don't have a Rodecaster. We didn't do the camera because typically we just hook up the whole thing. We could have did the camera or whatever, but we would have been far up there. Y'all would have barely been able to hear it. So we said, you know what? God has blessed us, being grateful. God has blessed us with at least having a pretty decent Mac, really nice Mac. And was like, all right, we'll just go off the sound right here. And
yeah, this is different. Y'all, our daughters, first and foremost, you know, when you're going through a season where so much is happening to where when another bad thing happens, you're almost numb.
Yeah.
That's how I felt when they broke our Rodecaster. So if y'all know what a Rodecaster is, it is what is, now I can't think of the name of it.
It's audio interface.
It's an audio interface, and y'all know it costs a pretty little coin. Yeah. And so when we came downstairs, and I don't know, I think I was actually about to do my first Ladies of Light. So Ladies of Light, if y'all are in the building,
shout out to the Ladies of Light.
Thank God for a immaculate camera on our Mac. Yeah. But if y'all didn't notice, I was on a completely different setup. I was way more intimate. I was close like this, not far away. Mm-hmm. Typically, the same day that I was about to go live with Ladies of Light is the day that we found out that our daughters broke our Rodecaster. Yeah. And so much has been happening. We're going to be talking about that a little bit tonight. So tonight is more of an intimate conversation. So we want y'all we want y'all to be open, be vulnerable, just like we're about to be. Drop your questions, drop any topics that y'all want to talk about. We have a few that we've gotten over on Instagram, but so much has been happening. When I found out that the Rodecaster was broke, I just sat down. Like I just literally didn't I, babe? I just sat on the couch and I was like, okay, all right, God. Okay. So like at this point, it's given, everything is a lesson. Everything is a lesson that we're going through right now. And I think the Lord is teaching us so many different things through a continual, I would say, invitation to discomfort.
For sure.
And knowing how to, you know, as the word says, you know, sometimes I get upset at certain types of churches and certain types of pastors that only talk about, you know, suffering, and the only joy that we'll ever get is when we go to heaven. Sometimes I get upset about that because I'm like, okay, y'all, when I read my word, I see a lot of beautiful things too. I also see that he said he will make us known amongst the nations, that we will rise, that we will be lenders and not borrowers, that we will be the head and not the tail, that we will be above and not beneath. And I'm like, I think God is a very just God, and I don't think that we will only suffer. But I'm realizing as I get older that the very things that I desire. Hi, Courtney. Y'all need to come over on YouTube. We over here. Let me show y'all our setup. We talking to our people on YouTube. So if y'all on Instagram, make sure y'all pull up. But what I'm realizing is that not too much is taught through joy. Not too many lessons do you necessarily learn when your marriage is good, your money is good, your friends are good, your life is good, your hair growing, your skin right, sex life right, all the things is popping. It's not too many things that can stretch you in joy. And I realized and I've recognized that my prayers have absolutely invited storms. And when you are asking for certain things from God, when you say, you know what, I am going to partner with you and believe that I can have these things. So what's up? And it's like, all right, here's that storm. Because before I give you that, you need peace. Before I give you that, you need to lay down every idol. Before I give you that, you need to be good in your character. Before I give you that, you need to work on your patience. Before I give you the community, before I give you the audience, before I give you the platform, let's make sure your heart is right. And those things, you don't really check your character and joy. You don't really check your heart posture through complete bliss. And so many of you might be going through, possibly what we're going through, which is some difficult and an uncomfortable season. And I am here to maybe suggest, maybe, just maybe, it's an answer to a prayer. Because a lot of times we're asking for more money or more whatever, and we expect a bag, and sometimes it's a storm.
No, real talk. I wish I had that message button right now. I miss my roadcaster right now, man. Man, because that is so profound. Everything that you just said. Real quick, before I jump back into that, real quickly, if this is your first time here, maybe you do not know Pillow Talking with the Iwegbus. What we do, we help people receive God's best in relationships, man. So if you're in a relationship, just got out of one, going into one, whatever, that's typically mainly what we do. And we're going to get into some of those things right now. But man, right now we just kind of vibing out. Many of you are probably constant pillow talkers. If you are someone who consistently taps in with us, let us know. Or maybe it's the first time. Let us know where you're watching from right now. I want you to drop that in the comments. We're about to check that out in just a moment. But I got to piggyback off of what my wife said is when we pray, instead of getting what we want, how we would like to have it, we instead get typically a storm. We one of the great mentors always say disruption.
Speak up, because of this mic.
Can y'all hear me good? Let me know real quickly. Let me know. Can y'all hear us good?
I'm live with my husband.
Let me know if y'all can hear me good out here real quick. Sounds good. Okay. She had said that at 9:07, but that make sure I'm good. Am I good? Right here.
Nambi's voice drops.
Yeah. So let me know if I'm on somebody in here, one of my regulars. Let me know that we good. Okay. All right. I want to make sure that y'all can hear me good in here. But yes, one of my mentors says all the time is that disruption always follows intention.
Yeah.
And I didn't capture that nugget until this year. And I think it was God just trying to prepare me. Gosh, she put me on a full screen, Lord.
How would you let them
I don't
know?
like but I don't like looking directly at myself. But
look at how fine you are. First of all, I need to take some of this off because
I want it all. Oh, it don't matter. But
dang, okay.
Anyway, y'all. So I'm getting everywhere. But overall, I think it was just in time for me to see this video that when he said disruption always follows intention. And typically when we see the storm, we think, we did the wrong thing.
For sure.
It's time to turn back.
For sure.
But instead, when you start to do an inventory on what it is that you prayed about, it actually you invited it. But God can't give you the thing. He has to help you become the person who can handle the thing that you're actually asking him for.
For sure.
So he does it in a different way than what we typically would like to do. We would like to pray. The next day is there. He said, no. We pray. You go through something, the transformation. Now, guess what? Here's one of the things. One of my good mentors was talking to me about this past week and he was like, basically one of the things is like, hey, if you turn back now, you gotta start over.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, you have been praying for the business. As soon as you start the business, all this licenses and all this stuff start coming through, or people start quitting on you before you even really start. And you're like, forget it. It must not be it. And it's like, no, you're supposed to go through that storm. So, man, that's what we're learning about right now.
Yeah.
We're really discovering that, I would say.
Definitely discovering that God is not human. So we're praying to someone, even though we're coming to him with a request, we're praying to someone who is our creator that says, yes, I know you want a husband. I know you want a wife, but I see your heart. I see the lack of trust in me. I see that this is idolatry for you right now. I see that you are just desperate, horny, and lonely. I see, you know what I'm saying? Like, he sees our hearts. And so a lot of times we think, if I was to ask you, hey babe, can you give me some flowers this weekend? You're gonna give me some flowers. You're not gonna come back with some antidepressants. But that might be what God do. Like, no, you're asking for flowers, but you really need to change your diet because you're depressed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're asking for, dates, and you're asking for intimacy with a man or a woman, but what you really need is, a relationship with a mentor and a coach and a therapist. Like, God sees what we actually need. And so I think that we get confused with asking God for things and asking human for things. If I tell my friend right now, matter of fact, I had it the other day. I was talking on the phone with my friend a couple weeks ago, and I was telling her that I had a rough week. We had just got scammed twice on our website. It was a lot of crazy stuff going on. And she brought me some flowers. She pulled up just out of nowhere. Literally did not expect her.
Yeah.
Pulled up, and I live a cool little hour away from her. So she pulled up out of nowhere, but that is expected of a human. If I'm talking to God and I'm saying, God, I am sad. I am stressed out. I am overwhelmed. Sometimes he responds with nothing. Sometimes he responds with saying nothing. Because now that you are at your lowest, I want to see, do you really trust me? I want to see, do you really depend on me? Do you really want me above the thing that you're praying for? And so that's kind of I believe the season that we're in, and I believe a lot of people are in. It's like, this is what separates people that are regular to people that want to be extraordinary, right? Because when you go through something and you get to that place where you're at a wall, you're like, most people are like, I don't got the money for that. It is what it is. Back to my 9 to 5. I don't have the stamina to stay up all night. Back to my lazy lifestyle. I hate the way this tastes. Back to my bad eating habits. It's taken too long for me to lose this weight. Back to eating pasta, burgers, and hot dogs, and pig feet and pig guts. And that's typically how we respond. It's literally like, it's too hard. This must be a sign. But typically that is God is always in the storm. We can literally talk about Peter. Talk about Peter, how he was praying, God, let me walk on this water. Okay, come on. Go ahead. Walk on the water. I got you. And you see the waves and the storms. And a lot of y'all gotta admit, you're like Peter, where you ask God to walk on the water. I'm looking at these scriptures. I said, Peter, out of everything Peter could have asked God for, Peter could have asked God to stop the storm. He could have said, Lord, can you please calm the storm? Like, you told us to get to the other side. We can't get over there if the waves are raging like this. Instead, he said, let me walk on it. That's a lot of y'all prayers. That's a dangerous prayer.
Wave walking prayers.
I want to get married, knowing there's a generational curse on your bloodline against marriage. That's the same prayer Peter prayed. You're asking for healthy marriage, knowing that your mama taught you everything wrong about marriage, going against the grain. These are these type of prayers. And God's like, okay, I'll give it to you. Walk on this water. Come to me. And then as soon as we see the winds, as soon as we see the wave, as soon as we see the storm, what do? We look at the wave.
Get focused on the problem.
We focus on the wind. We focus on the water. We focus on the storm. We could put it as simple as this. I want to get married. Since it's a relationship podcast,
Mm-hmm.
you want to get married. Okay, God, send me my Boaz. I'm speaking from a woman's perspective. God, give me up. I want my Boaz. Okay, boom. Come to me. I got you. And you start walking on this water. Now you got either a bunch of options or you have almost none.
Yeah.
Are you going to look at the none and begin to get defeated? God, I was asking you. I didn't tell you to focus on that. You, even through your prayer and what you're asking God for, you still supposed to focus on him. I'm believing that when I get to you, it says first seek the kingdom of God and then all will be added. So as I walk across this water and I get to you, when I get to you, I know that I'm going to get the all else is added.
Come on.
I'm going to get the marriage. I'm going to get the business. I'm going to get the friends. I'm going to get the money. I'm going to get the skin. I'm going to get the great sex life. I'm going to get the family. I'm going to get these things. Yeah. But that's not by looking at the storm. That's not by looking at the waves. That's not by looking at the winds. But that's what a lot of us are doing. We're asking God for something. God is saying, yes, come. I got you. The answer is yes. The Lord will do, there's the scripture, Sam. The Lord will do exceedingly and abundantly above all we can ask or think. But are you ready for the storm that comes with your asking? Somebody need to type that in the comments. Am I ready for the storm that comes with my prayers? I want to be a business owner and not work on. I remember last year, and I'm going, this is my last tangent, babe.
Baby, do what you do. I'm good.
I remember last year, I was asking God for more joy. My friend knows about this. If she's on here, she can attest to this. All last year, I said, I want more joy. I was working, editing, just how home. I had officially last year, that was my first year of homeschooling. So that was, I'm doing all of these things and I'm like, I need joy. I'm asking God for joy. Do y'all know what he responded? His response was discipline. I said, I'm asking for joy, sir. Man, I'm about to say man of God. God.
That's it. Yeah.
I'm asking for joy. And your response to me is discipline. But as I began to walk with him and understand him, I'm easily knowing the weight that I carry as a woman of God, as a minister, as a podcast, as a coach, all the things that I am. My schedule ain't getting lighter. But that also doesn't mean that I can't have joy, but I do have to have discipline to have joy. I have to literally schedule in joy. I was just talking to you about this today, babe. Because Namdi don't like pausing. He don't like taking breaks.
I do. Just the job.
Look, he said joy, sir.
The job got to get done first until it's complete. But yeah, I know what you're saying.
But I feel like that's a word for somebody. You've been praying for something, and it's like as soon as you start praying for it, the storms came. Yeah. That is not a coincidence. That is, and I'm here to like literally come up against the whispers of the enemy that has been putting doubt, insecurity, and second guessing in your spirit. Am I supposed to have this? Yes. It's, to be honest, if a storm do come, that probably really does mean that you are supposed to have it. But because God is gracious, because God is just, because he is a righteous father, he won't let you get these things and not make sure your character is ready for it. Not make sure your time management skills ain't intact.
And making sure that you're ready for that level.
Ready for it. And
that new level brings up, one of the things that I've been trying to do through every bit of our process is fall in love with the process. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Versus so focused on the destination, because one thing is I love mentors. We talk about that all the time. If you get tired of it, we just not the people for you. Okay. Because had we not had other people who was further than us to kind of let us know what comes along ahead of time and what to get better at, then we just wouldn't have the perspective that we had. So mentors give you speed and they kind of help you kind of peer into what's ahead. And a lot of them say, hey, when you make it to the top, you're just at the bottom of of a whole nother level. So like you getting you trying to go extra hard at this thing. And you think once you get there, that's when you're going to feel the best. And it's like, no, now you just the bottom of the new thing. So you going hard to get the BMW, the Benz, the crib, all of that. Now you in a whole new sphere of people. You got $1 million crib. You got peoples though who got a $20-25 million crib. Now you like, shoot, well, you start thinking differently about it, man. It's just like, no, fall in love with who you're becoming, the person. And really, to be honest with you, I want to put this in there. And we're about to get into things, y'all. Now, hopefully, if this is blessing, y'all let us know in the chat. We're about to get to the chat.
Let us know if y'all are enjoying this conversation.
But thinking about the people, you know, one of the things I think that we both have in our hearts is we want to impact people. We want to help people.
Absolutely.
We want to be to people what we felt like we wish we would have had, especially even in the relationship space and all that, right? And so we, you know, thinking about, okay, like today, I want to come on here with my nice Sony camera, with my Rodecaster. That's what I want to do.
That was a battle.
You know what I'm saying?
That was a battle.
It was a battle. We let me tell you, pressing through, man. But oh man, we could go into so many things with that. But I was like, what about the person that needs to see this?
Yeah.
Because we have brothers and sisters in Christ that's watching us right now. They got such a fire in their belly, but they won't start the podcast. And they think that you gotta have the camera that we got. And it's like, man, no, man.
We started on an iPhone 11 in our bedroom against the wall.
Oh, an 11. It was might be lower than that, like 7 or something.
Oh, was?
It might have been
I went to Walmart like and I got a sparkly piece of fabric
and put it behind us.
I pinned it on the wall and we did this.
Yeah. But here's the thing. One of the challenges for us, because you could look and you see how many videos we did. Why isn't it to a certain level that it should be? Somebody saw this the other day and they was like, why are y'all not like known everywhere? What's going on? I can tell you the issue is consistency. Because every time you stop, the algorithm knows you stop. If you don't bring viewers to that platform, they like, oh, okay, cool. We got to go to something else because somebody else is bringing people to our platform. Peace out. Let us know when y'all back. And then we'll let them know y'all back a month after y'all being consistent again.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that we learned this. So I was like, okay, you know what? We told the people we are dropping a video every single week. And it might have been God too, because we didn't have no video really. We had some videos ready, but we didn't have it the way we really wanted it to be. And so he's like, you know what? We're going to go live. We got to make sure that we go live. You went live last week to make sure that we fulfilled that, because we put a wager on ourselves to stay consistent, because consistency is the king of everything. You feel me? And so, again, through that process, who are you becoming, man? And then when it gets hard, when you press past the hard, that's when the growth actually happens.
Absolutely.
Because I think about fitness. Mm-hmm. When you go on those reps, that's why I miss having a workout partner. You know what I'm saying? Like when I had my trainer, man, I used to be hitting it, this daggone weights, and just like, man, I'm going, and it's like I'm on 5, 4. Come on, 3. And sometimes he might be guiding my elbows because I'm getting a little weak. He like, all right, come on, 2. And he would say 2. And he would say 2. Because now what he's doing in my head, he would say 2 about 3 times.
On that second 2, I would have found a new trainer.
Shout out to Mr. Bradley, man. Shout out to Mr. Bradley. He used to be like, come on, House of Pain. House of Pain. I'm like, man, and I would push through to that wood. But I walked out of there and my strength was just on a whole nother level.
I saw your pictures. I was like,
yeah, man, it was a whole nother level. That was you know what I'm saying, mid-20. You know what I'm saying? I was doing, yeah, but I didn't have you, so I wasn't really winning at all in life. I wasn't winning at all. Forget everything I said, y'all. Forget the muscles that I had. I wasn't winning at all because I had her. I had muscles, but I didn't have the best thing that ever happened to me next to Christ. You feel me? But anyway, I'm just trying to say that to say, man, when it gets hard, like when the troubles that we kind of come across now, it's like, okay.
Yeah, it makes
something on the other side of this.
It makes me think of even things that you thought you wanted that God took away from you. Looking back, like, oh my God, thank you. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Lord. Like it's the same thing. I think again, it comes back down to what I said earlier, babe. It's like talking to God and listen, because Samuel, I done gave Samuel a nickname, Sam. He says sometimes warfare is the confirmation, y'all.
Come on, message. I miss.
He says sometimes warfare is the confirmation. Yeah. You are trying to figure out, am I supposed to do that? Am I supposed to do this? Am I supposed to walk into that? Sometimes the warfare is the confirmation. It
really is.
And what back to the point that I was making is I think it still comes back down to we expect God to be like us.
We do.
Because if I listen, everybody on Instagram, I love y'all. Pull up over on YouTube.
Just go to one of the links in bio or something.
Link in bio.
The Iwegbus. Holla at us. Come over there, holla at us. Yeah. Go ahead.
Somebody asking for us to come out to California.
Pay for the flight. Pay for the Go ahead.
I think that's really what it comes down. I think our thing is we are coming to God as if he is not sovereign and knows more than us. And we come to him with these requests, expecting it. And we come to him with these requests with the expectation of how he'll show up. God, we need this. And I'm expecting you to show up this way. But really what it is when we are praying, we're supposed to be surrendering what we even think the solution is to our prayer.
Supposed to be surrendered to his will over our will.
Yes. So God, I'm coming to you with this because your word tells me to come to you with to cast all of my cares. But how you respond is up to you. Yeah. It ain't up to me how you respond. Yeah. And so I think that's really I'm not everyone. I think that's a lot of times what our problems is that we just expect God to show up the way that we will show up for our friends. And so if you're in that season right now, I hope that that portion of this conversation has blessed you to know, like, y'all, should I put on these glasses?
Yeah, do you?
Does it give like sexy teacher?
Yep. Love it. Let's stay with it. Stay with it. Why not?
Really? You liked it?
Yeah, always. Yeah.
Really?
Nice.
You like these glasses? I didn't think this was your vibe.
My vibe. Your vibe is my vibe.
Because I can't really see out of them for real.
All your vibes. I love all your vibes.
Ouch. Something is catching. Okay, I can't do it. Anywho, so yeah, I feel like if you are dealing with a storm, an uncertain season, uncertainty period, it honestly could be the answer to your prayers. And so I want to leave y'all, I'll be liking to leave y'all with 3 points. I'm going to try to see if I can make them. If I don't come up with 3, babe, help me out. So first and foremost, fall in love with the process, because until you go home to God, it's a process.
Come on.
Until the day that you meet him, it is a process. There is no arrival here on earth. There is no completion here on earth. There is no destination outside of heaven. And so while you are here on earth, yes, have goals. Yes, strive for things. Yes, that's what gets us up to be productive and to go after the things that God has called us to go after. But you have to also keep in mind that I am always a child, a student of this game life. And in any moment, I can be back in the test again. Yeah. And so that's number 1. Enjoy the process. Fall in love with pruning, the fire. And when I say fall in love, not fall in love. Thank you, Lord. So learn to suffer well. Yeah, this sucks. This sucks that I know, God, you've called me to be an entrepreneur. I know you've called me to be a husband. I know you've called me to be a wife. I know you called me to have friends. I know I'm not supposed to be lonely. I know I'm not supposed to be dealing with this, but I'm in this season where I have not received the promise. So help me to suffer well. And that looks like even through not having what I desire materialistically, that my spirit is content because I know I still have you, Lord. In the midst of it all. And so, what pops in my head is, even for ladies, man, fall in love with yourself. That's really been one of the things that I have been just working on, is just sitting with myself, being in my own company, working on my health, doing research, reading audiobooks, just being the best daughter and student that I can be in the process. Because if you think about it, babe, it just sucks to just sit around waiting and stressed.
Yeah.
At least let me wait. Imagine if we about to go get a surgery done, and we're in the waiting room for it. Surgery already sucks. Like I don't even want to do it, but I know it's something that I got to be done. But imagine in the waiting room, they got a buffet of all your food that you like. They got a gym. They got the right aesthetics. They got diffuser with good essential oils. It's like, well, I mean, shoot, the surgery is coming. That does suck. Waiting does suck. All of this sucks. But I do got good food. I have my TV shows. I got all the things that I ever will want. I think that's the same thing. Like, how can I make my waiting season allow me to be content? I say content. How can I do it? Do I got to work out to get my mind off of it? What supplements do I need to take? What company do I need to be keeping? Do I need to up my serving at my church? Do I need to be getting into some Bible studies? I think that's point number 2. What was my first one?
I thought that was the first one. But
what did I say? Suffer well?
Yeah, suffer well.
Number 1, suffer well. And through suffering well, fall in love with yourself. Get to know yourself. Hit them with a number 2, babe.
Yeah, number 2, think of who's behind you. Think of who's behind you. Who else is going, like, think about serving others. That's what I say. Serve others.
Yeah.
Your heart should be serving. You know what I'm saying? I believe that's just the blessing is serving others.
Yeah.
It's better to give than receive, man. And just think about, a lot of us we're serving our family. We are the one. We are the one. We're the first one to do such and such, or try to really overcome such and such. Well, overcoming that is tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. And so who is it that you're serving that's behind you? It may not be your family, it may be another, like for us, it's couples.
Yeah.
Because I looked up at a platform, which was our churches, and I continued to see pastors who had, married to one woman and had all their kids with that one woman, which is great. No testimony is a very great testimony. Hey, listen, you don't want these problems that I had to have by having kids with multiple women. But I knew that, okay, what about the brother that comes and he's trying to, he going through the blended family situation. Most people nowadays shouldn't be this way, but it is.
Yeah.
Probably over 80% or so now are probably like blended family.
For sure.
Blended family marriages. Okay, so where do they look? Where's the brother look who got kids with multiple women and all that stuff? So how do they navigate a marriage? Because they're going to have different challenges than the pastor who had it with one woman. That's a whole another situation. So I thought about, how can I be a service to that guy, that woman who had that situation, who's majority. You know what I'm saying? So that's serving others, man. Who's behind you, who needs you to make it through.
And I think serving others also, like connecting with someone else's vision, also allows you to become selfless through the process.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times when you're waiting, you become so consumed with what God is what you're waiting for, right? I'm so sexually frustrated. I can't even enjoy my friends getting married and they haven't been. I can't even I'm so wrapped up in myself. And I think that's a quick trap of the enemy, is that while you're going through it, you can become so frustrated that you become selfish. Yeah. So I think that's a great point. And then the last one I would say very easily to end this point, to get through this storm, to be able to suffer well, to be able to wait well, to be able to not be falling apart because you're not getting what you desire out of life. I am always going to continuously talk about repenting, because most of the time, the reason why we are even asking God for some things is because we idolize it. It is because it's an idol in our life. And we actually want that thing above God. And if God gave us that, will we really have a fasting lifestyle? Will we really be praying the way that we should? Will we really be kind the way that we should? Would our character be straight if you got everything you got? Or would you be a meanie butt? And so really staying in a posture of having a repentant heart.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing. Coming to the Lord, God, cleanse me. Yes. Cleanse me of anything that does not please you. Cleanse me of anything that can get in the way of me satisfying you.
He's gonna cleanse you, all right?
He definitely will.
He gonna do some work on you, man.
We're gonna look at y'all questions.
Let's check out this comments real quickly, man. We've been in it, man. Hopefully that that bless you to kind of start you out. Shout out to KC hometown is in the house. What is good? What's good? Y'all send me some Jack Stack.
Please.
Somehow.
Gosh. Memorial Day is coming up.
Yeah. But
You
somebody
order?
said.
But do you think do Jack Stack got barbecue sauce that you can buy?
Yeah, they maybe can order it online.
Oh,
Michigan, what is up? I hope y'all ain't freezing no more. I know y'all happy that it's warm in Michigan, boy. That's good. Thank y'all for letting us know. Sound quality good. KC, Miss Nona is in the house.
hi, Miss Nona.
I don't know if she's still here, but Miss Nona, Priest TK. All right. Let's see here.
Courtney pulled
my
up.
husband and I are full.
You pull him up, baby?
Agree. Okay, yeah. I'm definitely not. Yes, my husband. All right, so shout out to Chef Courtney Wright. Yes, my husband and I are in full agreement with what you guys are saying. Thank you so much. We got a witness. Thank you.
Yeah.
You know Courtney, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's okay.
Yeah, we went to school together.
Yes.
Close friend.
All right. Somebody said yes. Regina Nicole said yes. This is blessing me. Y'all talk that talk and keep it real every week. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, let's see. So I said, put the glasses back on.
Really? Okay.
No, she can't.
What's it giving?
She don't feel good. All right, thank you, Regina. She said, okay, she put it down for us, letting y'all know what we say for each part. Fall in love with the process. Okay, maybe that was number one. Okay.
See?
No, number one was fall in love with the process. Number two was serving others. We just going. We just going. All right. He said, what's this?
You can order it for shipping. The barbecue sauce?
Yeah, we might have to do that. Yeah, from the restaurant. Okay, Shanice. Thank you.
Oh, that's my cousin. Hi, cousin.
What is good, cousin? All right. Hey, listen, real quickly, any ladies that Josh is in there. Okay, cool. And we already got him as moderator. I think he's already in there as moderator.
Okay, y'all. So first and foremost, if you are here, please drop your questions in the chat. Obviously, this is a relationship podcast, but y'all can drop anything as far as our relationship with God. Yeah. Any questions that you have, we'll do the best. If it's, if we have the wisdom, we'll do our best to answer it. But I do have some questions that were asked on.
Hold on, let's get the
Instagram.
All right, so listen, we about to jump.
These are topics.
Yeah, these are topics. So let's you got it?
Yeah.
All right. Let's jump into it, and hopefully it can actually.
What am I gonna call this? How am I introducing this? Because it's not Love Lounge.
You can call it love. It's a love lounge. It don't matter.
Oh, it is Love Lounge. Okay, let's get it. Sorry.
Let's get it. Here we go, y'all.
This is an Iwegbu production.
Period. Are we supposed to hear that? Welcome to another Love Lounge with the Iwegbus. So today we're going to be vibing out because we wanted to answer all of the questions. Well, we have two of them specifically. So if y'all also have questions, you always can email us at iwegbus1@gmail.com. And we'll answer those each week on Thursday. And if you are here live with us, you are more than welcome to drop your relationship questions in the comment section as well. So the first question we have is, as a believer in the dating phase, when should you discuss past sexual partners? And I thought that this was really good because we keep getting questions about, like, when do we think it's a appropriate time to talk about intimacy and to talk about partners? So I guess I'll start. So I think back when me and you got together, babe, I think I asked you your number. And I think I just wanted to get a scope on, like, was it giving hoe or was it giving, like, and when I heard the number, I was like, mind you, I'm also 8 years younger than him. So I didn't know what was considered a hoe and what wasn't, for real. I didn't know numbers wise. So when you told me,
ours got to be up there. So
it got to be.
Yeah, I think it got to be up there high.
Your number got to be.
Men do. For most women to. But no, I'm saying it has to be for most women to call us a hoe.
Okay, what number do you think is like, dang?
A man is hoe?
Yeah.
Probably maybe about like 60 or more. Maybe something like that.
See, I was oblivious.
I got it, man. I know dudes with 100 or more. Most of the cats,
because 60 is insane to me. That is absolutely you're redeemed by the blood, for sure. We're not judging you because we know people got a pass. But I didn't.
Probably like 50 or more, but yeah, most
So, but you're talking about by the age of 30, 50 or more is considered like,
Ooh, by the
okay.
age of 30, he probably got more than that. Yeah, I knew somebody with 100 before that.
So let me see, 30.
And he wasn't even the most,
10.
I guess, top-notch player it is.
I mean, I guess that's only like a couple of partners a year, if you really think about it. Because I mean, if you start being intimate, let's say probably the average age is 15 or 16, and you're 30 for 15 years, that means, yeah, that's actually two people a year. Yeah, that's two people a year. If I mean, most likely that ain't happening. So that is okay. Yeah. For 30, that's low. But when you talking about 60 and 100,
that's all I was saying, like maybe 50 and above.
So you think 50? Anywho, the point that I'm making,
what most women probably would consider. I don't know. Y'all let us know, ladies. Let us know right now in the comments which y'all think a man's wants. If he told you,
you want them to tell. Yeah, I guess so.
He's you know he's
what song is that?
I don't know. It's Master P back in the day. Players Club. No, baby, it's. Yeah, that's the age difference.
Nobody is only.
I feel like Dr. Vernon, only 35 and up. Only 35 and up.
I keep forgetting you about to be 40. That's crazy.
I can't remember that song. Make them say and then for sure. Go ahead.
I remember one time I asked Namdi told me his favorite artist was Master P. I said
no, I didn't say that was my favorite artist.
Yes, you did. You said something. I said
producer. When I was growing up, I listened to a lot of No Limit, which was Master P's label. Let's get back to the subject, though.
So the point that I'm making is, for me, I can obviously only talk about my experience. I didn't know what would necessarily was considered out here bad. My main thing was, who am I around that you've smashed? Who am I going to be seeing on a regular basis? And so obviously we went to the same church together. Unfortunately, I did want to know. I hate that I wanted to know, because I know couples who like made sure, like, I don't want to know nobody of your past. And for me, that just don't settle with me, because I could be going to coffee with a ex sneaky link, and she wrong for not telling me too. So both of y'all wrong. I just couldn't do it. But I think that as far as like when is an appropriate time, I think that appropriate time can be really quick, because if a standard for somebody dating is that someone is not as experienced, you don't want to be falling in love and like doing all of these things, and then it's like, oh, a year in, I'm looking at some rings and I find out you've had 600 partners, and and you used to be a corn star, and it's like, and you got sex tapes all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Like, that can really take somebody back. Or I found out so many years later that you've slept with one of my, a close friend.
So when did you say they should?
I think it should be really early. I think the conversation of partners, numbers, all of that, I think, well, let me say this, if you care. Because again, I do know people that don't care. They're like, I don't care, you covered by the blood. It is what it is. But if you do care and you're like, I don't want to be in the same room with your exes, and I don't know that, I need to know. And so I think those type of for me, I think we had that conversation definitely within 6 months. No matter how uncomfortable either, because you will be surprised at how many people don't really care. They just like, hey, if you had a lot, that's fine, but just make sure it's not my bro or something. Like, make sure it's not my cousin. I need to know. I mean, you think people should be telling names and stuff?
For sure. I mean, it depends on, again.
Do you think people with 80 plus people remember all 80 people names?
No. I can tell you they don't. No. But yeah, can you still saying what you need to say?
So that's my thing is, I'm not here judging y'all, because to be honest, I really don't think it's a big deal to a lot of people. I think people now, when you're 30 plus years old, I remember back in high school, this girl, because I dated one guy the whole freshman up till freshman in college, and she was like, she had dated.
Nobody care about him. Nobody care. You feel me?
That's so childish. Why would you do this?
Nobody cares.
I'm making a point, baby.
Nobody cares about it.
We talk about your baby mamas every week.
Yeah, well, you should stop calling them that. Can't stand that. my kids' mom, like my daughter's
Your
mom.
kids' moms.
Yeah. Actually, I only got one now because my other one, she grown now.
Yeah, she
legally.
is legally
You know what I'm
grown.
saying? So now I only
She might be
one.
watching. Hey, girl. But yeah. So I only had one dude back then or whatever. And I remember one of my friends, she was like, "Do you think that you are considered a hoe if like like you date somebody new every 2 years and that becomes, a partner?" And it really made me think like, dang, it don't mean if you have a high number, it does not mean that you was out here. It means that you've lived life. It's been some years, because think about it. If you dated somebody for 2 years and you're 40, you're gonna have a number. Like you're gonna have a decent number, right?
You talking about if you dated somebody for 2 years and you're 40?
And you continue to date people for 2 years and you're 40 now.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. So those numbers add up. So it doesn't mean that you are out here. So don't be ashamed of stuff like that. But yeah, my answer is, if the question is when do you think that we should talk about it, I think it should be really, 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 really soon.
Yeah.
Really
soon. I think it definitely depends on, like you said, well, do you care? Are y'all
y'all care?
Are y'all dating with intention?
Yeah.
Are y'all just out here playing around? So we wanted to know early, because obviously we cared. Now, one thing I want to add on to what you said is you can't act like you don't care, but you actually do care.
Yes.
See, that's where I don't like when a woman or a dude's like, I don't care about all that, whatever, whoever, I'm not worried about who it is before me, all it matters is she with me now, or, he with me now. But when y'all run into that person and you see and you like, oh, and now you mad. Now you want to know more. No. Keep the same energy that you had from the beginning. So if it don't matter, it don't matter. Never, it is not gonna throw the card away. Don't be married. Now y'all go to church with the, and y'all see the girl that he was with in high school, and now you tripping out.
I'm a trip.
I know you are, but I'm just saying, like, but if you was the person who said that you don't care though.
Nah, did I say I didn't care?
No, you
I
didn't.
feel like I made it lighthearted though, didn't I?
You didn't really want to go through numbers and none of that. You didn't care for doing that. I was on it. And I was about to be 30.
Did you have a max number in your mind? Like if I would have said a certain number, you'd be like, oh.
For sure.
Wow.
For sure. I'm not.
So what if I would have had 30 like you?
Wouldn't have been, we wouldn't be sitting here on this couch together.
What if I would have had 50?
Wouldn't be sitting on the couch together.
But I'm redeemed by the blood.
That's cool. They got you going good. You going to heaven. That'll be amazing. Jesus saved you, but that don't mean that you meant to be.
So what does it matter to y'all? Because I feel like with guys, like y'all can have a super high number, but for girls, it's like a crazy big deal.
Again, it don't matter for everybody. Like, see, because let me make this very clear, because the whatever pills community will pull up and they will see clips and they gonna be like, man, that's some old only simps care about how much. I seen one dude going extra hard on what was it, tonight's conversation. Only simps care about what girl number was and talking extra tough about it. I'm like, and so it don't matter that you don't mean you're right because you're talking real hard about it. Don't matter.
Yeah, I think
don't matter. It depends on what your preference is. So one thing I want to make sure that our people that's watching and those that also listen on the podcast all just really get clear, man. Your standards is your standards.
Yeah. For sure.
Don't let not a clip, don't let not a friend, don't let not a family member or anything change that. You know what I'm saying? Like people told me I was shallow because I wanted on my non-negotiable, she had to have pretty feet. I don't care. Or she had to have booty or titties or both. Oh, I don't think it block you on here. I don't care. They said I was shallow. I don't care. That wasn't it. Don't get it wrong. She had to have good character. She had to love Jesus more than she loved me. You know what I'm saying? But those are certain things. Because you see men time and time again, or women time and time again get into a marriage and think that they transform her.
So what if I didn't have neither one?
If you didn't have neither one, we wouldn't be together. Maybe it's non-negotiables. Listen, please, people, do not let nobody make y'all.
You would not be with me.
I would not be with you.
Oh my!
What? I wouldn't have.
Let me say
Now,
this
God,
to-
for like
let
something
me talk
happened
to the
now
editor.
in covenant.
Editor,
No,
you know
listen,
who you are. We are deleting this out
listen.
of the lie.
No, it's not. So what I'm saying is now that we're in covenant, if you lost that, that's different though.
Yeah.
Like you lost that because God forbid a health issue. You know what I'm saying? Or you lost it because you was trying to do something different with your body and you just lost too much or something. Whatever. I'm in covenant now. Don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm there. It's rich or poor,
So if
better
I
or
had
worse.
no shape, but I still had my face, my personality, my heart, my character, and all of that.
Just for me, it just wasn't gonna work. Cause I don't want. Cause see, here's the thing. Like,
He's
hey,
serious.
no, I'm very serious, man. This is serious, though, because we're talking about this is the biggest, and we push this home. Biggest decision that you'll make next to receiving Christ as your Lord and Savior. The biggest. And the reason why I press this home is because I get frustrated and upset when people get into marriages because we've coached people in all those things, or just talk to couples and watch different shows and see it, and then you get mad because you just tried to change that person. So now you trying to
Externally?
They're trying to change them externally, internally. The girl just wanted to have the dress in the wedding. You know what I'm saying? I tell people this all the time. You can find a girl today, say, will you marry me? And she will probably say yes.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? But she didn't even think about nothing else. She just wanted to dress in the way. That's your fault. But now because he liked to watch basketball at night and drink him a beer, or he liked to play the video game and you don't like that about him, or he was big when you met him. Now you mad because he don't want to lose the weight? Like it just, I don't get it. We are not God. And so whenever we try to change people, we're stepping into his sphere. And it's not gonna work. I've been there, done that. Don't work. Don't matter how good you are, you could take them to the altar. You can change. Don't matter they might not want to change. So anyway, that's why I say people get what you want. And so for me, and that's why I say, hey, don't act like you don't care. So a main point of all that was don't act like you don't care when you really do. So don't fake yourself out. Think about the different scenarios, play those scenarios. But for me, I had to know early because I was with intention. I already knew what I wanted. I knew I wanted a wife. And I already knew I had the list all together. I had already see, here's the thing too. A lot of men or women, if you're in your 20s or in your 30s, you should have been through most people have been through enough bad relationships to know what you really want. You went through enough of what you don't want to know this is what I actually want. Sure. I don't like that. It does not make sense to me that you went through all this bad, through all that HEL with your ex, your kid's mom, or whatever the case may be. And then you go get the duplicate of her, the duplicate of him. Like, no, you had a fair chance. Man, let me tell you this. When I broke off, you know what I'm saying, the engagement I was in back then, I said, man, listen, I am about to take my pick. I'm about to take my pick and I'm gonna get what I want. I read this book called 10 Rules of Dating by Dr. Ari Vernon. He has a new one out, by the way. And I said, okay, here's what we about to do now. This is what I want. This is what I'm gonna get because it's the only store I'm gonna be able to shop at for the rest of my life. So I better love it.
Namdi says that almost every day.
Did I pick really good, y'all? Like, y'all tell me. Because I mean, no, matter of fact, men don't tell me. Women tell me, please. Yeah, men, let's be quiet. I want but no, I wanted to be good and content with that. And yeah, and just know your character, know that your relationship with your daddy was cool. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, he spoiled you. Yeah, that's the tough part, but
my daddy did spoil
he spoiled you, but those are the type of things that I wanted, man. So when it comes down to that number, listen, if you know it's gonna happen down the line, you run into the girl he messed with in the mall or whatever the case may be, and you want to know this. And I wanted to know everybody. I wanted to know names, because especially if you're in Kansas City, you watching this. That town is too small. We all know each other we all have one mutual friend in common. It do not matter where you went to. Where'd you go to high school? Oh, I went to Basel. Oh, well, oh, you know, so and so. Yeah, that's my dude, man. We did woo, 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 woo. It's that quick. You know who they know. Then you know who, okay, so who, because like when we looked at with the whole ex situation, I ain't gonna tell the names or nothing, but with the whole ex situation,
First of all, I don't have no exes. Let's be very clear about that. I have maybe one, just because I dated him for like 4 years.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I don't have no exes.
Let me know because I don't want to give too much.
I already gave too much. I'm deleting stuff out of this.
No, it's already live. I'm for sure. Up. So anyway.
Yeah, but there's only 17 people here.
So all I'm saying is,
go ahead. No, go tell your story.
I'm not gonna tell the full ones, but like,
oh my God.
And we have a mutual.
Yes.
Yeah. So we got a mutual. Yeah. We not blood, but they blood.
Y'all, can I tell them?
No, but don't tell, like, give too much detail. And please don't make them sound like they, anything. Just, yeah, go ahead.
No, y'all, let me tell y'all.
Man, hold on, man. Hey, is this a safe place? Y'all let us know put safe place in there. I'm not going further. I'm sorry. This a lie. We chilling tonight.
Hold on, y'all. I gotta tell y'all something. I forgot about this.
Come on, y'all tell us. Tell us first.
Yeah, we need to know this is a safe place. We're gonna delete stuff out of this live.
Put it in.
I need to put this in the notes.
See, this is why
we're deleting stuff.
See, you watch one of our mentors. He's so discreet.
Okay, speak your truth, bro. This is so real. You did. Oh, thank you, cousin. Indeed, we love our sis. If the picture on the menu doesn't look appetizing, I'm not ordering. Period. Okay, say it will.
Come on.
My God, talk about it. Safe space. Okay, y'all. It's a safe space.
It ain't too much detail.
We need this in LOL. Y'all. No, I'm about to hold on. Let me tell them what I'm about to tell them.
LOL gonna have some real. Y'all gonna have some real. We gonna have some real talks.
Let me tell them. I mean, let me see before I say it.
Oh.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, yes.
No, I don't know. Just tell with the high school, the high school, the rest.
Y'all, 3 people that I talked to, and this is including my husband, right? So 3. Yes.
That's only one, but it don't matter. It don't matter. Oh, we got to check the notes here, y'all. Let's make sure that we can telling this right. That's not my what's her name, cousin? Who?
I forgot that girl. Yes, and she goes to, huh? Not in the up. It's another one. Your baby. This is your family.
I don't know, man. Go ahead and tell them a little bit of something. And take this. We gotta keep this up. You want to take that down? All right. Yeah. All right. Just give them a tidbit and just kind of know. It ain't even that deep, but
it's not that deep. But let me tell you how small Kansas City is, because I consider myself, first of all, I went to college from 18 to 20 or whatever. So I didn't even date like Kansas City people for real like that. Like I didn't really interact with too many of them, but the 3 that I did, they all had the same family. They all had the same family members. I had went to family events and I'm like, that's your cousin and that's your, and I remember asking Namdi, I'm like, are y'all cousins? He's like, I don't know them. I'm like, but babe, y'all got the same cousins.
Yeah, they threw a whole nother like it's so. For instance, my cousin got a child with another lady in her family. You know what I'm saying? Like he not even with her no more, but he had a child with her. So
all I'm saying is, I went to 3 different family reunions, and 2 of the same people was at all 3 different men family things. And so the point that we're making is, if you live in a small city or you live at a place where you're in a circle that is small, because you can be in a big city, but you can run in the same circle. And you're like, wait a minute, you know Josh? Oh, that's my cousin.
You said Josh, man.
Sorry, Josh.
Now Josh he an example again. He like, why I gotta be my name?
But some people don't care about it.
Yeah,
I do. Yeah. I care. I don't like even being around anybody that I talk to.
She's overt.
I hate
You're overt with it.
I am super overt. if I see them in the store, I'm leaving. I don't like being reminded of anything because I hate that I ever allow anybody to
let these girls know they
what?
Don't let them know.
Let them know what?
Never mind, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm being a virgin when I met Namdi. Literally, one of my biggest regrets. I wish I was it was all a waste. It was all a waste of freaking time.
The real talk, I'll be telling y'all the time, like, man, I'm a whole different person from when those days.
Okay, we're not going into that.
Yeah, that's a whole.
But that is the end.
Like, they didn't get the best of me at all. They never did. That's God preserving.
God said TK needs the best version of you.
Yeah.
But so y'all let us know what y'all think about that in the comments. Do y'all think that you should be discussing numbers, like how many partners y'all have had and who they are in detail, or do you think it's not that important?
This is an Iwegbu production.
Period.
I don't know. Hey, y'all let me know. Can y'all hear that when we play the Iwegbus production?
Yes.
I don't know with the setup that we having to do tonight. If y'all can hear that. Can y'all hear that? Quinay, let me know. Josh, can y'all let me know if y'all can hear that or not?
Yes, so small. Girl, all you got to do is sleep with 4 people and they all know each other. You like,
that's terrible.
Look at this, your brother.
Everybody, man.
Talk about it.
Too.
Thank y'all for the safe space.
Thank y'all for the safe space.
We still deleting stuff.
For real. Did y'all hear the Iwegbu production? I just want to know.
Yeah, let us know if it echoed.
Thank
you, girl. He's crazy. If y'all don't know this.
What's that?
There needs to be something on the plate I want.
Mm-hmm.
And for some, where the food came from matters, aka grass-fed, non-GMO, organic.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone should have a standard that informs what they pursue. That is so
Will.
good.
I love it, Will. Man, my claps, man. Dang it. I put some claps in there for Will, man.
I'll be that way. Although Casey is toxically small.
It really is. You don't really realize
really
how small it is until you go somewhere. You like, dang.
Yeah. You run into the same people, same churches. It happened to me, especially because of the school I went to, for sure.
Okay, y'all can hear it. Oh, thank you.
Okay,
we love it. All
okay,
right, praise
cool.
God.
We won't hear y'all, but we hear the bumper. Okay, Kier.
Cool.
Cool. I didn't think it was important until TK made them points, and now I'm like,
yeah, man.
For me, I didn't necessarily have to know the number. I'm like, babe, if we ever go anywhere, like, and you see one of your partner at last, let me know, because I'm not gonna be friends with her. I remember I had a girl inbox me. Okay, I'm done. I'm like, girl, if you don't get out of we're not friends. And she was like, yeah, Namdi is such a nice guy or something like that. And I'm just reading the inbox like, it's given you slept with my man in the past. That's what it's given. I just keep looking at I went to Namdi. I said, Namdi, is this one of your? He's like, yeah. I'm like, now why the hell she texting me? We're not friends. I will never be friends with none of your exes. I don't care. I'm not that woman. I'm not the woman that invites your exes. Oh, baby.
Oh, okay. I'm about to be funny.
You about to be
petty.
No.
Don't put me on blast right here.
Can I?
Forget it. Definitely no. Never. But, like, yeah, stuff is crazy nowadays. Man.
Okay,
y'all let us. What do y'all think about that? Like, what do y'all?
It's a no for me. I'm not being friends with nobody with your ex. Are you crazy?
So hold on. This was they said fact shot. That's how I knew, but didn't know Namdi TK. TK know everybody I know. Quinay I think Quinay is like a cousin of my daughter.
Really?
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Quinay, aren't you a cousin of which daughter I'm talking about? Aren't you her cousin or something?
The oldest?
Somebody in the middle.
Oh.
I think she is, if I'm not mistaken. Because she said I went to a birthday party and Quinay was there or something, and it ended up being our cousin or something. I can't remember. It was
all you got to do is live in a city for a few years. That's it.
ATL Flippers, what's up, man? I'm glad y'all pulled up to the live. ATL Flippers, man.
Y'all know him. Probably so.
Almost cousin. All right, almost cousin. It's complicated. All right.
What are you reading, babe? You're not even reading.
I'm sorry. This is Quinay. I'm sorry. My bad. ATL Flippers there. What's good with y'all? It's our peoples, right?
You got to show the love of Christ to his ex. I absolutely do. I am hold on.
Very nice.
I am very nice. So let me be, y'all, I'm popping off tonight. I'm not friend. Like I sent gifts to his ex for Christmas. I've sent letters. I let them know
kids.
we have. None of his ex that ain't got. We ain't.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a soul tie that had to be cut. Yeah. But as far as like the mother of his children, I am absolutely friendly. I'm kind. I extend the olive branch, whatever you call it. I do all of those things. Mm-hmm. I even ran into his ex, an ex at the mall. Hey, how you doing? Have a great day. Like I'm gonna be kind. I'm not immature in that sense because number one, you'll never see me bothered. That's just what it is. You're not gonna see me bothered. I look better than all of them. I'm too fired to like be that way. But I'm not your friend. We're not friends. We're not exchanging numbers. I'm not going out to lunch with you. We're not having a cocktail together. We're not gonna kiki on the phone unless it's about the kids. That's just what it is. And he's the same way.
Yeah, no, we ain't doing
We're not doing that. I'm here twice now, making sure to give y'all the views and likes every way possible. Please. Thank you, girl.
Hey, thank y'all.
Thank you so much,
man. Hey, shout you want to for the ladies?
I believe you are getting boundaries up. Yes, and let me also say this: if anybody ever been with my man, who's to say you still don't want him? Who's to say you had a good old time and you just like I just want to be? No, we don't. Look, the word said don't give the enemy no foothold.
Come on.
So we ain't about to. You ain't gonna be at my house. We don't let. I don't care how. I saw a story on Instagram and said, I don't care how sad your story is, you are not moving in with me. Namdi knows this about me. I don't care who you are, cousin, friend. We don't have people ask us to live with us. And it is a heavens no. I'm sorry. It's a no. I have those boundaries. Namdi has those boundaries. What it look like us having you know,
grown people.
Other grown
people.
You
can't give no type of provision to the like. You can't let the flesh have a gap.
No,
you just really can't. I don't care who it is. I trust everybody. I'll leave like certain people for maybe like 2 seconds, maybe 2 seconds. But I just, even though I know my wife's straight, like even these people are straight, you just never leave that type of room, man. Gotta protect it, man. The enemy's always looking for something. You're looking for a little bit of a gap there.
Yeah. Ladies of light.
What's light in here. So want to tell them a little bit? The ladies of light who don't know, they don't know about the ladies of light.
Yes, y'all. So ladies of light is a community that I mentor and thank you, baby. I mentor and I coach. Ladies of light is a powerful community that is just growing and stretching a bunch of women that just desire to get back to the original design of what God created them to be. And so in this group, we have 3 pillars, which is faith, femininity, and fellowship. And so faith, of course, because we believe in God, we believe in Jesus, and we center all things around that. Femininity because God made us women on purpose. We don't hate that we're women. We embrace it. We love it. We nurture it. And then fellowship, we know that we can't do life alone. And so if you are a woman in here and you are desiring to have community, you are desiring to have coaching, mentorship, just a safe space, you are, new in your marriage, you want a better marriage, you want to, work on your routines, you want to work on femininity, you want to work on friendships, whatever it is, I highly, highly, highly recommend doing it with a community, doing it with a coach, doing it with a mentor. And so I would love for y'all to join. Y'all can DM me or click the link in the description box to join. We actually just started our book club. We have a 21-day challenge coming up. I'm gonna always do something. That's just who I am. I'm innovative. I'm gonna what is the word I'm trying to say? Event? What am I trying to say? No. I'm gonna create continuously. That's just who I am. I'm a creative. And I'm always finding ways to grow. All I do is grow myself. And so that's what I do for the ladies and ladies of light. It's just going to continue to get better. I can't even really put what we are in totality because I know God's just not done. This is the very beginning. So if you are doubting, if you've been kind of going in and out, do it. Join now before the prices go up and you come back and you're going to be like, 107. Yes. It was 27. Now it's 47. And it'll be 107 soon. So you want to tap in with women that you know that are just integral and want to grow in every area of their life: marriage, motherhood, entrepreneurship, daughters of God, individuals, all of those things.
Yeah.
Because there's just so much content that tries to tell us who we are. We're going to look in the word, we're going to look to God for who we are, and we're going to implement those things in our daily actions.
Yeah, man, I think y'all are such a dope group. I think that, hey, ladies, y'all got, listen, man, mentors give you speed. And I've always tell people, I think that especially if you're someone who, I think other leaders need to join.
For sure.
Like if you're looking to do your own thing like this before, you need to go in there and actually
Tap
get
in.
behind. Like some people just try to be the chief and they never been the Indian.
Yeah.
They never been the one who's just behind. Like, have you been a good follower of anyone before?
Exactly.
But you trying to start your own thing. Have you?
This takes
You want
discipline.
people? You want to do a mentorship and have people pay money and all this? Hey, have you ever sold into anybody else's?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
You want people to buy your product, but
Yeah.
you refuse to invest in yourself.
Yeah.
Like I'm so grateful how God just aligned ladies alike, because I have just got out of a 12-week program of being locked in, doing homework, coming to Zoom calls. I had everything that I'm telling ladies alike to do, speaking every week, getting my points together. Everything I'm asking ladies alike to do, I've done it 10 times over.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been in many master classes. I've been in many, I'm still in them. And so it's something that has stretched me as a leader to be disciplined, to get behind another vision, to be a student at all times. And so I'm glad you brought that up.
We won't stop that. Like, we going to continue to, like, while she's having people join her, she's at another one. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why we know it will go up is because even we've seen our mentors, their prices have risen in certain programs that they have since when they started paying more in other programs. But the outcome of it is way more than the investment that they made.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. The
connections, the return on the
networking, like everything. All of that. We've gotten some great stuff out of it. So we're about to get into the next subject, y'all, which is another love lounge. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
This is an Iwegbu production.
Period.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? Back with another love lounge. Y'all might be looking like, what kind of setup is this? It's a new one. It's a more intimate one.
Yeah, for those who come in a little bit later, our daughters broke our roadcaster.
But that's
so
not
it's getting repaired.
It's not gonna stop anything, right, babe?
Man, that's what hopefully we help somebody.
I hope this is a lesson for somebody to keep pressing, keep fighting. Okay, so today's question is a very simple one, but I think it's something to be discussed because you might be dealing with something like this. And it is not hearing from someone for 24 hours. Should I be concerned?
Ooh, this made me think about Dr. Darius server series right now, Ghosted.
I have actually been ghosted before by a friend. He was about to get mad, wasn't he?
Yeah. Hold on now. Like
what, the kids?
Okay, yeah. No, I thought they was about to try to make themselves come on down.
You are crazy.
Go ahead.
I hope y'all know that Namdi's just as crazy as I am. He just is a better actor. Y'all know Namdi wants to be an actor. Did y'all know that? He wants to act in skits.
She wouldn't let me do it. Tell him why you won't let me do it.
I didn't say that. I said you will not be anyone's man. You can be the neighbor that mows lawns and comes out and says, "Hey guys, good morning," but you're not gonna be nobody's fine man with your chest out and no.
DeVale and them do it.
Over my dead body, would you ever do anything like that? But I was actually ghosted by a friend, and so it was obviously longer than 24 hours. So let me say this: I think that it depends on the trajectory of the relationship. If you have created a routine, right, of every morning, I know couples that wake up every morning and pray together. So we wake up every morning, we praying together. At lunch, 1 p.m., you calling me on your lunch break. When you driving home, you call me. Late at night, we saying good night, and we have, we're nightcapping on the phone, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you have been doing this every day for weeks and weeks and weeks, yes, you should be concerned. If somebody has just completely ghosted you. But if there has been not if y'all super friend, let me say this. I love my women of God. I love my sisters. and I say this on almost every interview, it goes viral and the girls be mad. And I still stand on it. If y'all know me, I'm gonna be 10 toes down. But y'all be delulu sometimes. You be asking for things and requiring things from literally thin air. So if you are in the very beginning stage, meaning like y'all just exchanged numbers, and yeah, y'all been talking 3 days in a row, but it's only been 3 days that you've known him, and he didn't text you on the 4th day, and you tripping now. Now we gotta ask ourselves, okay, wait, pump the brakes, slow down. What is this? I've only known this person for this, and that. I don't know a whole lot about them. But again, my personal opinion, of course, it doesn't feel good to be ghosted. It doesn't feel, and she's not saying ghosted, she's just saying 24 hours. I don't think that's enough to be necessarily alarmed.
I'm trying to. It's somebody who.
So I guess let me say this before we
situation. I'm trying to
before you go into yours.
Go ahead.
When me and Namdi were dating, if I did not hear from him for a day, I don't know if I would have been that alarmed. And that's even me being pregnant by him. Like I was pregnant very immediately, basically. And even if I didn't hear from him for a day, I don't know how alarmed I would have been. Now 2, 3, yeah, okay. Now, sir, what's up? Hey, where you at? But just 24 hours, even me dating him and pregnant by him, I don't know if I would have been that alarmed. But I also had a very, thuggish way about me.
You was like what Glorilla said. I'm different though. She was when she's talking to Shannon Sharp and whatever.
I do believe that I'm different. Like I never was a clingy, where you at? Like I just wasn't that at all. So maybe my opinion.
Like you said,
24 hours. Me and you are dating, we talking, we vibing. You don't hear from me for 1 day.
Yeah, I'm not really tripping. I mean, it depends again, like you said. I think you pretty much said it all. Yeah, if we got a routine, we've been locked in like that. I think and I think that came from a woman.
For sure.
Yeah, so I think ladies, unfortunately,
overthink.
Well, they overthink, and I don't know if this is this person's story. So please, I'm not saying you did this, but especially if you've given up something too early.
Yeah.
Now you ain't heard from him in a day.
You tripping.
Like,
yeah,
y'all was cool. Y'all was consistent for a few days after, a week after.
Wait, babe, that's a whole different angle because if it's 24 hours after doing it, then that's kind of hard.
Yeah, she gonna be upset.
She gonna be like, was I good? Was that bad? She's definitely gonna overthink that.
Yeah. And vice versa. He would think the same as well. And so
call that.
Yeah, that's where it's just like, hey man, don't give up too much too quick.
Yeah.
At all. And so I don't know if again, depends on your routine when it comes to it. And yeah, I would just say if you're thinking like that, if you've been ghosted, you probably gave a little bit too much too quick. I think everything that you said, agree with totally.
I think that 24 hours doesn't say enough though, because 24 hours is 1 day. It's just not enough to judge. Weeks after y'all done did it, y'all done whatever. Okay, then there probably is something that the other person might be turned off by. And it's so strange that people be ghosting people because
people nowadays characters that
have you ever ghosted a woman?
Oh no, I'm a nice guy. I guess I was. So I was everybody's.
So you properly broke up with everybody.
You think that? See, my wife has a different definition of being with people. I ain't been with that many people like they was my lady.
I'm saying if y'all had a whatever, you properly ended things. You didn't just ghost nobody. You never did that.
My whole life changed. I don't remember nothing about nothing. All I remember is you. You came in my life, and it was almost like, you ever seen Men in Black? And how you you look in the light and you don't remember nothing. That's kind of how it is.
Well, I've definitely no, I was gonna say I have ghosted, and I was just thinking about one situation, but then I ended up telling him why I didn't want to talk to him no more. But I'm also a bit
you're a mean direct
I'm also
person.
very direct though.
You ain't ghost me, but you tried to get away.
I did, and I told you why too.
Yep.
So
I was like, cool. No, and I was. Tell the truth. I was like, okay. And you was upset about you. Guess who called who first?
Baby.
Oh. You don't want me to tell him? It's okay, baby. We're here now. Baby, you chose me. It's okay. You was like, oh, nah, I can't live without him. What you doing?
I did not say that, but
what's going on, girl?
I get what you're going. I get where you're going. What was I about to say? Yeah, I remember one. I remember one person. I thought that I did ghost him, but I remember having a conversation. I was just like, the relationship is just really boring, and I'm not finding anything. Like we just had nothing in common. We would be on FaceTime and he would just play his video game the whole time. I'm just like, what is this? And so I ended up telling him that it was just boring. But I did ghost him for a quick second. And I was like, no, that ain't right. I owe him a conversation. Mm-hmm. So but I've been ghosted in friendships. And so I do know how it feels to just, have something going and you like, what the heck? Like that just happened to me earlier this year where I was ghosted and I'm never in the position of really placing myself to be super vulnerable with people. But I really wanted this friendship to work and she just literally ghosted me for like a month. After talking every single day. So I can see, like when I say talking every day, I'm talking about voice memos all day long. Like I'm hearing her pick up her kids, do her kids' hair, talk to her boy. Why are you laughing? You just imagining it?
Because women are different. Like,
yeah.
I could never think about like a homie of mine's like, oh, yeah, he ghosted me. Like me and my homies don't talk for a month or two.
But baby, girlfriend, okay.
And we just pick up where we left off.
Women are different, babe. Women are
like,
different. That's why if y'all been rocking with us for some time, in the very beginning of our podcasting, we were like absolutely no to opposite sex friends. And then midway through, it was like, well, we might need to be open to it just a little bit because Namdi. Oh, that's all he meant.
For the most part.
Okay.
Yeah, ain't gonna be like, yeah, this the homie, and like, no, I don't know about all that. But yeah, we'll talk more about that. It's more we meant more like mentors.
And, I thought we smoked
and more like people in our communities.
Right. So like I would say like so what I'm saying is like friends though. Like we became open to opposite sex friends. So meaning so like because you have a type of personality where women, because you're like your spiritual gift is mercy and empathy and all of that, women more so kind of connect with that. And because my gifts are direct and leadership, most of the time men are just more like I don't want to say attractive.
As long as I've been,
because maybe I've had male friends that I've talked on the phone with.
Yeah, very, very few.
At least
yeah.
A couple.
There's people that they were friends with me too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They were friends with you as well. And they would message us in groups.
Yep.
Like they would message me and you. I forgot where I was going with that. That's what's difficult about with female friends is because like high key, when women become friends, they be like girlfriends. Like I'm talking about like you know what I'm saying? It'd be like
it's different.
It's
y'all
really
cuddle
different.
with each other and all that. And y'all like that's just I don't understand.
Yeah, it was.
I never will get like how women could just be like.
Women are like that.
You say is it complimentative?
Oh, they be like, okay, booty.
Yeah. Yes.
That's what my friend. She's like, your butt is getting so big.
I was like, I just be like, girl. What is this? Is different.
Yeah. See, but the reason why I'm not as like, I'm not that type of girl that much is because I actually used to date women. So I am very like, girl, I don't want you to think nothing. Everybody know my testimony nowadays. So I'm very like a little bit less affectionate than probably an average woman. But yeah, it can get really, really weird on that side. But yeah, I got ghosted by her. And so I can, from having a routine of talking to someone all the time, I just want to empathize with you for the woman that sent in that question. I get it. If you have a routine with somebody and just out of nowhere, it's like, okay, hello, like what happened? We were building something. But sis, I just want you to reflect with yourself and really ask yourself, like, okay, is this enough to be tripping? Or did I really desire this to be more and it didn't turn out being that? But it doesn't necessarily mean he ghosted you. Maybe you just hoped for something more. So I would say for now, my answer will be, it's nothing to trip off of. Wait a couple of days. And if you really do care, if y'all have a good enough relationship, even in the girl that ghosted me, I hit her up like 3 different times with no answer, maybe even 4, because I sincerely cared. And then I got her response back and I was like, okay, well, this is not what I thought it was. So you still stuck on that?
I just be still stuck on that. The women, y'all got friendships like real relationships, and men are just different, man.
But my healthy friends now are not like that. Yeah. My unhealthy ones, they required a lot of me, and it was just weird. But anywho, yeah, that's my answer. So everybody that's in this chat, y'all drop in the comments down below. Do y'all think 24 hours of just not hearing from somebody that you've been vibing with is enough to kind of be concerned?
This is an Iwegbu production.
Period.
All right, let's look at this chat. Let's see what they said in here, right? All right. Thought I was gonna be cut short after. I don't know what that was too. All right, we're gonna look at the comments, y'all. Bear with us just a second.
How far back is it?
Wow. Ladies are like, okay. Shout out to Regina for the super.
Do you want to go in order, babe?
Go ahead. Yes, we can. I think you.
We already been here.
Yeah, we already been there, baby.
Okay, gotta protect your family.
Ladies are like,
we already did this.
Yeah,
we already did that.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, well, you just want to jump to that.
Hold on, what did you say?
I'm trying to say.
I didn't know, but anyway.
Shout out to Regina.
Yeah, absolutely.
Period.
Do that.
Drop some.
She's basically the sponsor of tonight's live, man.
Sure.
Making sure to bless us in some form or some way. We definitely do appreciate your super chats, man. I wish it could help us get an expedited shipment on getting this roadcaster back, but
y'all pray.
Yeah, it's with a Shurion, so
it's gonna happen.
I don't know. Well,
Ladies of Light is so awesome, period.
Yes.
Thank y'all for giving us the safe space. I love Ladies of Light, safe space, period.
Man, y'all got to get in the Ladies of Light, man. Ladies are...
She's basically saying that you can stay acting when you're in your 70s.
Basically, I cannot do no acting. You know what I'm saying?
No, you can't.
She made me do an audition in front of her, basically, to see if I actually had the gift. She's like, oh, no, you actually could do it. But she's like, nope, ain't gonna happen in this marriage.
No, it will. It just can't. He can't have no woman. I think I accidentally ghost friends because I can be so busy or so distracted. If I get sidetracked with a friend because I love so hard, but if I get sidetracked with a friend. Oh, okay, yes. I get this, Shia, deeply, but I always ask for forgiveness. Is that true ghosting? So yes, it still is ghosting in my personal opinion. So I have done this almost in every friendship. A lot of times I go on sabbaticals. I go into deep dives with my relationship with God. I operate in a gifting that requires me to duck off. And so literally before I go into sabbaticals and do all this stuff, I actually have a conversation with my friends. Like, hey, for the next couple of months, I just had this conversation with one of them. Like, you might not hear from me that much. That doesn't mean no love is lost. That doesn't mean this, and that. So it still can be you're not there still, Shia. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're still not there. And it just does not feel good. Like, now being ghosted, I was just telling my friend this. Now that I've been ghosted, I think I will handle how I handle my friends way different. So I'm actually appreciative of that young lady who did what she did. Okay.
Yeah.
Sierra and I ghost each other on the daily. That's my bestie. And we understand each other's busy schedules. That's the big thing, is I think that it's like getting with someone that just understands. That's why if y'all watch my story, I was literally saying one of the most attractive traits to have is understanding.
Shout out to the fellas who you and your homies could just not communicate for like a month and y'all straight.
Yeah, that's
because life is just life. Unless y'all running in the same communities and circles. Like,
y'all don't care about that, and I don't be caring.
I hit up one of my homies like, hey, bro, you see Anthony Edwards, and we ain't talking about a cool 3-4 weeks. You see Anthony Edwards right now, Game 7. He like, man, they going crazy. We just going back.
Okay, let me ask the
Yeah.
ladies this in the chat. How many times out of a month do y'all think y'all should be talking to your friends? Like, hey, just check in at least once a week, every 2 weeks, once a month. I would love to know. Nope, 24 hours isn't enough time to ring alarms. That's what I feel. I'm like, I don't think that's enough. Y'all funny. That's comforting, Quene, because that's my mindset. I was told it's manly to think / operate in solitude most times. Adult relationship friendships can be challenging to navigate. How is that man? And that's so crazy because that's how I be feeling. That's why I got to the point where I was like, babe, you're gonna have to let me have men as friends because the way that women need me all the time is just I got children, I got a husband, and I think a lot of times also Shia, it's just different from married women that are mothers. It's just a different thing.
By the way, my wife don't have no male friends. Just saying, no, not for real. Unless,
why did you feel like you needed to say that?
I don't know. Somebody who don't know us be like, "What's up with that?"
But I've never stated that.
I don't know.
You are crazy, baby.
I gotta,
I had one boyfriend. What you think they about to ask to be my friend?
They find they sleep. Wolves be wolving. Wolves be trying. They be thinking, and they think that he seems like a really cool. He might be a little passive guy. No, sir, I'm assertive now. Changed. Changed my life. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all do not know Namdi.
I'm a whole new man. Like, I be acting cool, but I be peeping.
He definitely does.
I be acting real cool. I be like, hey, don't you know more. Hey, yeah. He doing a little bit too much. Like I played it cool, but I know my gifting and I discern very well.
I don't think people are even thinking about that.
I don't know. I'm just saying for some new cat who don't know, you looking at this.
First of all, he ain't even gonna get answered.
Negroes be finding a way.
Oh, you love me?
I sure do. Well, I'm pussy. Oh.
I had one boyfriend where we had literally just started talking and things was going good. And then I didn't hear from him for almost 2 days and I was freaking out. I did reach out to our mutual friend. Yeah, I think, but you also said boyfriend. So I think, again, like it just depends on the level of the relationship. Like y'all really been rocking together and just out of nowhere, nothing. That is weird. They said he worked a double shift and he was knocked out. He finally called me and apologized. Yeah, okay. See, anything can happen. Sometimes people just be depressed and sad. Mm-hmm. They don't want to talk. Literally one day. Exactly. Raquel and Daniel checking in. We love the content.
Hey, shout out to
how you say your last name?
Are
y'all Nigerian?
Before? I don't know.
You
forgive me. I'm not actually from Nigeria. My dad is. I didn't get that much of the part, so I'll be saying the names all wrong. I mess it up. It is what it is. I was messing them all. I used to say Iwegbu for my name.
You did?
I did. Growing up, I did. And then I started noticing my dad don't say it that way. And I was like, oh, it's Iwegbu.
Yeah, Shia, then come back out into society. Yes, when you're, and I think that's what people probably like you and me that are like outgoing and our leaders and all of that, people will immediately assume. Like I had this girl message me today, literally, and she was just like, I'm just so proud of you. We went to school together. I know you probably don't remember me, but you were just so outgoing and so this. I'm like, girl, I have never been outgoing. Mm-hmm. Like that has, I mean, like I've never been an extrovert. But I think when you are who you are and you just have a light on the inside, people are going to be attracted to you. But life be life, and you don't have all the energy to just, you got a husband, you got kids, girl. Yeah. Namdi, that was cute. He only remembered TK. But our other
I mean, girl. Like really, truly, like sometimes I really it's hard first off, it's just hard for me to remember stuff.
It really is.
Period. Y'all pray for my memory.
I be so mad at him. I be like, babe.
Older.
I be like, Nick said hi. Who's Nick?
I forgot a client.
Your brother
today, and I was like, man, I talked to this client earlier, and I was supposed to call him back. I was like, I don't remember anything that we talked about. I mean, I remembered.
You need to take ashwagandha.
I took the notes.
You need to take ashwagandha.
And then it started coming back to me.
You need to take ashwagandha. It helps you with your memory. It helps boost your testosterone, and it helps with your memory.
Oh,
baby.
Oh, it's okay.
I know that's right, bro.
Yeah.
Memory blank after the ring. What's MIB?
MIB memory.
It might be
Men in Black.
Oh,
Here comes the Men in Black. You remember that?
mm-mm.
Will Smith.
Oh, I kind of a little bit.
Yeah.
Ooh,
We got what's up? What's
I'm
up?
super behind.
Yeah, you went way. Yeah, just
I
pick
think
some
I'm
good.
being,
Oh, my God,
okay.
Josh on
I think
here.
I'm being ghosted right now.
Free.
Friend is supposed to put some vocals down for my album, and I haven't heard from him. I truly think he's busy though. Let me also say this: people are also very passive, and they don't know how to communicate.
Say that again.
Let me say it. They don't know how to communicate an issue, a problem,
or just say I can't.
Like even with this, even with the friend that ghosted me, as I what's the word called when you look at something?
Observe.
I guess not observe. Reflected on our relationship. I'm like, she's always been offended with me. Mm-hmm. Like there was always little things that she had, like something, it was something all the time that she was offended by. But she just wasn't direct enough to just straight out say, hey, that bothers me. Hey, I don't know if I'm looking for a friend that is really, you know, locked in with whatever. I don't know if I'm really looking for a friend. Like people are just really fearful to say what they don't want. I was just watching something today. Oh, no. Ladies of Light. We're reading a book right now. And it was talking about how passive people are. In the first chapter, it was talking about how women will stay with men because they're on their like 10th relationship and they don't want to be judged as somebody that can't stay in a relationship, or you know, they really like certain things that they just don't speak up, they don't do, they don't move forward, they don't whatever. And it's honestly just it's a trait of passivity. And so I think that's really honestly the thing. Like if that person with their vocals, like sometimes they just don't, I'm not saying in your sense, it can be like, I don't like the song, but instead of them just saying that, or instead of them turning down a gig, or instead of them not coming out to the event that you invited them to, they go, they act funny, or they don't show up and they don't say nothing. It's like, y'all, we are encouraging that to be direct. We need to encourage assertiveness, because I mean, I'm guilty. I used to be a passive aggressive person, and I work out of it actually. You know what I'm saying? It's something that I've learned to get better at not being that. And I think being around, first off, a wife who's very assertive, but also again getting mentors, stuff like that will help you see, okay, let's get to the root of why you're passive, why you are passive aggressive and stuff. People just don't know how to say, yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Yeah, at this time I have to respectfully decline. People hit her up with songs, and I have to find a way to nicely tell them no. And I would say send over the track, and they would have to be me, because they're gonna get really mad, because just by how she looks and all that, they're gonna think that she's stuck up or something, and she's acting some type of way, and but I say, hey, TK, if she likes it, if we like it, you know what I'm saying, I have to put myself in there. Yeah, if y'all think y'all talking to me, y'all never are. Yeah, but if we like it, then we'll go ahead and we'll do the track. So I had to start telling people straight up, like that's not it. Yeah, send us another one. I think people are just uncomfortable with making people uncomfortable. But when you love your neighbor as yourself, loving yourself is having boundaries. Loving yourself is having standards. Loving yourself is saying no. What people saying that here? Are you want to skip people? Oh, no, that was where you was just at. Okay, no, go ahead. I have a friend. We have to schedule monthly friend dates, and we talk when we talk. No biggie. Monthly, I think is great. I think that's perfect. Sis, you don't need male friends. What can you share with them that you can't share with your husband? I mean, not really. Typically, you don't really have none. That's I don't think it's about sharing what I can't share with him. So we have mutual. Typically, some mutual friends that are of opposite sex. So my friends are also non-base friends. Like we have sisters. For instance, Portia is one of our close friends, and her fiance is my close, like we're all close friends. Yeah. So it would be kind of silly to say that I don't have male friends and he doesn't have female friends, because whoever is my friend, you're not going to be able to be my friend. And I can't trust you around my husband. Like I can't y'all gonna have to talk. I'm always with my man. If you invite me, you invite him. Like you're gonna have to figure that out. That's just what it is. Unless it's of course a sister's date. We need married couple friends, but not single male. Yes, never.
Yeah,
No. Yeah, we're not talking about that, bro. I think you got that wrong. That's a good tip. Scheduling friend calls. I love that. Girl, yes. I will quickly schedule somebody out 3 months in advance. Namdi know me.
Yeah.
Somebody can call me today and I'll be like, let's meet in August.
Man, we so terrible. We be like, bro, let's get up.
Y'all be like tomorrow.
Boom.
I'll be like, yeah.
And then we be like, schedule is just jacked. We got to get better.
Men at the end of the day says your husband is protecting you because he knows how men are.
Oh, she know that.
Yeah, for sure. And I know how women are too.
That. Yeah.
3 times a week depends on how busy we are. Ooh, wow.
Come on, let's get to something more.
Sis. Where are you seeing highlighting?
Let's kind of look at something and then kind of pick.
Go ahead, baby, if you want to do
No, you good.
Because I don't know how to do it the way you want to.
No, I'm saying
you want to take over. Go ahead and do it.
No. Okay. Sierra said, I used to be very blunt and straightforward, and then I became passive. I'm actively working my way out of it now, though. Yeah. So
yeah, blunt is not good.
Just learn to be assertive. Stand on what you stand on in a kind manner.
Yeah, you can. You don't have to be mean to be that. Even though people think, like in my experience, people think direct answers are mean.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just said no.
The world is sensitive now.
The world is so
sensitive now.
Like that's why even what I do as a content creator, everybody could not do it. I have so many hate comments that talk about how I look, my makeup, what I wore, that I did this wrong. I shouldn't have said this. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have did this. God created me to be callous, and I just don't get bothered by comments like that.
That's good.
I cannot stand passive aggressiveness, but my direct delivery has needed deliverance. I came from verbal abuse, so I have to really reframe and process before I speak. Yes, that's why in like intimate conversations, obviously we're podcasters, so this is a little bit more entertainment, a little bit quicker, but in real life, slowing down is always the answer. At the end of the day, we are grown with kids, careers, and spouses. Friendships are different these days. People have to understand for sure. I agree. My childhood male best friend became our friend when my husband and I got into a relationship. Now he's about to get married too. Yeah, I think that people like we know someone whose best friend is a female. Before he even got married, he always had this best friend, female friend.
It's like high school. So
yeah, and so I think that people stand like what they call ATL scrappers, flippers. That's something that's something that might be something that's absolutely non-negotiable for them. Like never will my wife have. Is that a man?
Oh, it's a man and woman.
Oh, it's a couple. Okay, so for them, they can be like, absolutely not, never. Whoever is my friend, don't look at them. They come in. I mean, shoot, when Namdi friends will come over at our house, I'm in my room. Kidding with y'all, and nobody will want me to come out and talk to him. I'm like, no, sir. I'm trying to get some alone time.
That's because you like one of the homies. You like good to kick it with. Like my friends feel comfortable around you, and then a lot of times they be having women certain stuff, and then they want to run it by you. Like, man, so listen with this girl, man. They just be wanting to tell you about it and all that. So,
but none of them have my I was about to say none of them have my number, but that's not true because one of your friends became my manager, and then another friend, I had to get his number because I threw you a surprise birthday party. But anywho, the point that I'm making is everybody's different on that. Like Namdi's not gonna be on the phone like, yeah, what's up, Sarah? Man, no, I'm just chilling. Even the male friends that I did have, where I left it out, they were our pastor or a mentor. Like they were somebody that was both of our friends, and we were either talking about something business or something, whatever. But that might not work for some of y'all. I'm a woman in a male dominant field, always have been, and so it will be foolish to think that I would never talk to a man. It's just like it'd be foolish. Go ahead, baby. Whenever.
No, that's pretty much it. That's it. It's true. All right. And last thing here, I was never mean about it. Me just being honest and being in the kind way, I was still being called mean, but it was really my ex. He nitpicked everything I said and would get offended easily.
Yeah, it's most like your ex probably was the opposite of you. So even when me and Namdi first got together, me being straightforward was such a turn on in the beginning of our relationship. And then he was like, oh, you really are just always honest and direct. And then it bothered me. But
tough to take for a minute.
But I also knew it was my delivery. So like even still to this day, like he'll come down and be like, babe, are you about to wrap up? No, not right now. And he's like, dang, okay, that was a little sharp. And it's like, it was just direct. But you know, when you got a man, how you got a man, they want you to be like, no, not right now.
All of us having to coming from where we come from.
Yeah, tone is everything.
Childhood stuff. So we gotta make adjustment for who you with. And so yeah, you might not have meant wrong by how you were speaking to him, and he might actually just need to go through some healing as well, and had to adjust his filter so he can understand, okay, this person isn't trying to be actually mean, this is me.
I think filter is a big deal. And then also just always working on yourself. Like also know, and we're not talking about you no more, Seer, but like if you know, okay, I can be kind of mean, I can be kind of passive, I can be kind of this. Like just
that's the whole thing.
What?
Yeah, I ain't gonna go too much, but that's one. I think that's rule number one now in Dr. Vernon's new book for singles is awareness.
Yeah,
and I'm so glad he put that in there because so many people nowadays are just not aware. That if the person lacks awareness, they can't make adjustments. They can't make adjustments if they're not aware.
Facts.
Like so. You got to be aware of who you are, your strengths and your weaknesses.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, unfortunately, if they ain't got that by like 30.
Yeah, I definitely
probably not having it.
I wasn't aware, but I became aware decently quickly, and then started working on that stuff pretty quickly. So I think that you can become aware, but you got to be adamant about like being honest with yourself. And then when somebody does critique you, like, dang, that was kind of mean, or dang, you kind of hear that a lot. Like, dang, that was kind of, dang, that was the okay, well, let me look at myself. I might have this issue, but is this a segment?
No, it wasn't a segment. We was going through comments, but hey, listen, y'all, we are so grateful for all of y'all pulling up tonight. We were not about to do this tonight at all. You know what I'm saying? And we said we're gonna press through. We're gonna go ahead and do this regardless, and we're gonna get here in front of our people and show them, listen, it don't matter what disruption comes up. Stick to what you said you're gonna do. Period. Stick to what you said you're gonna do. All right. So we could have popped it up on the daggone phone tonight. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know what? Thank God we do have a decent computer here, and let's use that instead, and let's talk to our people, man. So I'm grateful that y'all pulled up. Man, did y'all enjoy everything tonight, man? Y'all let us know in the comments right now. Let us know. Was everything good content tonight? All right. Oh, okay, that's good. ATL Flippers said they quit their jobs there and we're full time with it. Period. That's dope. That is dope. All right, so hey, listen. If y'all ladies alike, make sure y'all join. Look at everything in the description box below. And thank y'all so much. They said it was amazing. So
praise God. We love y'all so much. Listen, follow us on Instagram, follow us everywhere. Stay tapped in, ladies. Stay tapped in with the content. Y'all know I'm always doing something every single day. This is what I do. We're so appreciative that y'all decided to spend your Thursday night with us. Be blessed. Love on your husbands, your wives, your kids. But ultimately, love on God. Spend some time with God. We love y'all.
This is an Iwegbu production.
Period.
Hey, thank you for making it to the end of this video. If you could do us a huge favor, please hit that like button and please subscribe.
Yes, and please do not forget to hit that notification bell. We need y'all to be locked in every single time we drop this fire content. Yes. Also, we need y'all to follow us on all social media platforms at the Iwegbus. And look, we will see y'all on the next video.